Yo, what's going on, guys? John here. Welcome back to another video. So today we're gonna be reviewing like payback predictions because today's payback today for the pay-per-view, and yeah. So before we get into the predictions, so let's just like smash the like button. Don't forget to turn on those post notifications. That way you'll be notified and subscribe to me if you want to see more videos. And yeah, let's get into it. All right, guys. So yes, again, like today is payback, and tonight it literally starts at 7 p.m. and I just really can't wait for the winners and for the losers. And yeah, so anyways, guys, so we're gonna start off with the first row. So basically, we have is like Bailey and Sasha Banks will defending their tag team titles against Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax. And basically, though, like it didn't make sense of all. Like Shayna and Nia were having a feud like twice, and then suddenly like they decide to team up. Like it didn't make sense because how can like they feud and then they decide to like team up? Like it doesn't make any sense. But oh well. Like I guess it's the WWE's like changing plans. So because usually WWE's original plan was like they were supposed to let Shayna Baszler teaming up with Asuka so that way like they can like actually go after those tag team titles that Bailey and Sasha has. But unfortunately, plans has changed and decide to like let Shayna teaming up with Nia Jax. So basically, though, like sometimes WWE change plans as always because they cannot keep the same. Like sometimes, like they don't keep the original plans. They just like literally change plans and decide to like make some changes. But it's the way. But anyways, guys, so yeah, let me just like make my predictions. So basically, though, what just happened? Like Sasha Banks literally lost her Raw Women's Champion on last Sunday, and yeah, last Sunday, and basically though, though Bailey was trying to help Sasha to like retain her title, but Fortunately, like Bailey got knocked out by Asuka, and then suddenly went for the Asuka luck, and then Sasha Banks just sat for a submission. Then Asuka just like regained her Raw Women's title, and yeah. So basically, Sasha Banks was kind of like disappointed, and Bailey was trying to cheer up, but fortunately though. There was seems to be wrong with Sasha because unfortunately like she wasn't happy, and then on Monday like she got a rematch against Asuka for the whatever that call whatever that thing call is, like where there's like baby faces and heels like on their corners, and usually like while they're having a match, and you know yeah, so I forgot I forgot what that's called, but yeah, anyway, so let's just like continue. Um so basically like um this time Bailey was like trying to help Sasha Banks, and Sasha Banks was telling her to give me the chair, but unfortunately Shayna Baszler just like caught Bailey because Shayna just knew that Bailey was like grabbing a chair, and then she was about to get her best friend like disqualified, and then suddenly like Shayna Baszler just like kicked Bailey, and then suddenly like Asuka went for the submission, and then suddenly like Sasha tapped again, and she just retained her title. And yeah, so then on Friday though, Friday that they talked about that Sasha Banks just like literally lost her Raw Women's Champion, and usually what is basically true is that Sasha like fails to like defend her title though, because you know during the past like she never gets to like defend her title, and that's why like she'll never be like, I think, the fifth or sixth time Raw Women's Champion. Then I think the WWE decides to like drop the title on Sasha Banks and then give it to Asuka because they are leading the breakup between Bailey and Sasha. But yeah. So then on Friday, basically, you know, Bailey Bailey was like talking about Sasha's past, and then suddenly Sasha just fired back at Sasha, and then while that like they just like Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler were literally interrupting Sasha Banks and Bailey, and Nia Jax, Shayna Baszler are going after those tag team titles, and you know, and also they just send the message to them, and yeah. So basically, though, like, so basically, I'm pretty sure that we're gonna be getting on the turning point because I'm pretty sure that there could be a chance that Bailey and Sasha will definitely lose their titles. Is because maybe probably maybe Sasha Banks or Bailey accidentally ru- probably just bump into Sasha Banks and it cause discommunication, and probably this may lead to a breakup, or maybe or maybe or probably maybe maybe Bailey and Sasha just retained her title, because I heard some of the rumors said that Shayna Baszler could turn on Nia Jax, but I'm not sure if it's true. But let's hope it doesn't happen in Payback today. But I'm just gonna go for Bailey and Sasha will definitely lose their titles, maybe by discommunication, or maybe Sasha's definitely down, and then probably maybe Shayna or Nia just pin Bailey, and then they just then they became the new tag team titles. But I'm gonna say that it could be possible that Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax can take over the win, and then suddenly they'll become the new tag team champions. And I'm pretty sure that we're gonna see the feud of Bailey and Sasha Banks. Probably, maybe Sasha will be the one who turned on Bailey, and maybe she said she's done with Bailey because and decides to leave, and probably Sasha Banks just let Bailey in the ring, probably maybe at the end of the match, and yeah. So my prediction: Shayna Baszler, Nia Jax. So anyway, so let's just move on to Keith Lee versus Randy Orton. And yes, so I just want you guys to I just wanted to tell you guys WWE's original plan. So basically WWE's original plan, it was supposed to be Drew McIntyre having a rematch against Payback, because you know, I guess WWE's original plan was to hold a cliffhanger between Drew McIntyre versus Randy Orton, and then suddenly they were supposed to have a rematch. But that suddenly plans has changed, and I guess they decided to let Randy Orton punch Drew twice, and then suddenly when Drew interviews someone, and then sends a message to Randy, and then Randy just comes and attack behind, and then Punk gets Drew, and then sent him off sent him off the television. And yeah, so basically plans has changed, and decided to put Keith Lee, even though he did move to Raw, I think this I think last week, and yeah. So basically though, I don't know how long will Drew McIntyre will be out for, or maybe it could be possible that Drew McIntyre can actually come and then probably help Keith Lee just to pin him over, and then suddenly Keith Lee just pick up the win. But I don't know, but maybe I was in my prediction. I'm gonna go with Keith Lee, because I'm pretty sure that maybe WWE might push Keith Lee, because since he moved to Raw, so maybe he'll pick up his first win on Payback, and yeah. So let's just move on to Apollo Crews versus Bobby Lashley. And also you even got MVP and Shelton Benjamin, because they're gonna be on the corners around Bobby Lashley. And yeah, so basically Apollo Crews has defeated MVP in SummerSlam kickoff, and and then now he has to defend his title against Bobby Lashley. And you know what? Some people were saying that Bobby Lashley could win, but is it possible that Bobby Lashley can beat Apollo Crews? Because maybe it seems people are saying that Bobby Lashley could be winning could be winning the United States champion by distraction of maybe Cedric Alexander, because some people said that Cedric Alexander could join the Hurt Business though, and then maybe it could cause Apollo Crews to lose the title, and then let Bobby Lashley to pin Apollo, and then becomes the United States champion. So basically, in my suggestion, it could be possible that Bobby Lashley could take over the win against Apollo Crews. But I don't know. But it's the WWE's plan. Like if they decide to like drop the title on Apollo Crews and give it to Bobby Lashley, then I guess like they decide to like maybe they decide to give up like Apollo's push and then decide to give it to Bobby Lashley. Because I don't think because I do not think that Bobby Lashley never hold the title before, but maybe maybe it will be it could be possible, but I don't know. But it's like a maybe, guys. But yeah, so my prediction: Bobby Lashley. Anyway, so let's move on to like Ray and Dominic Mysterio versus Seth Rollins and Buddy Murphy. And so basically, though, so yeah, so on Monday, Ray and Dominic are versing Seth Rollins and Murphy, but then suddenly, like at the end, things got chaos. The retribution just came, and that is why that I think the WWE wants Dominic and Rey Mysterio had have a rematch against Seth Rollins and Murphy for a tag team match, and hopefully it's a clean match, and hopefully the retribution doesn't come and try to attack like Seth or Murphy or Dominic or Ray. But I don't think this time like they won't because I'm pretty sure that they're gonna be fine, and yeah, so in my suggestion, Joe, maybe there could be a chance that Rey Mysterio and Dominic Mysterio could pick up the win, so that way that they can make a turning point. And I heard that Rey Mysterio is gonna go up against Seth Rollins one more time, and then some people may be saying like, but Rey already faced Seth Rollins. Like, didn't you see what happened in Extreme Rules? And yes, I know, guys. We all saw what happens in Extreme Rules that Seth Rollins just like damaged Rey's eye again, and he had to get sent out. And then a few weeks later, he's back on Raw, and hopefully, like Rey Mysterio will pick up the win on Monday, so that way he can sacrifice Seth Rollins and then get written off by television. And yes, so I just want I just want you guys to comment down below. Can Ray defeat Seth Rollins on Monday? Because if he does, then he'll probably damage Seth Rollins' eye and then send him off the television. And yeah, so my prediction: Dominic and Rey Mysterio. All right, guys, moving on a tr- to Roman Reigns versus the Fiend versus Braun Strowman. No holds bar match. And yes, guys, so remember that on SummerSlam we basically saw like after the Fiend defeated Brock, I mean not Brock, defeated Braun Strowman, and then suddenly like Roman Reigns just came out of nowhere for a spear, and then suddenly he attacked Braun Strowman with a chair, and then suddenly attacks the Fiend, like start punching the Fiend, and yeah, and he was holding a Universal title to like probably make a statement that he's gonna win the Universal Champion. And we also saw on Friday that that Paul Heyman was right next to Roman. So basically, I'm literally thinking that that Roman Reigns wants Paul Heyman to manage him. You know what? That could be a genius joke because imagine we see Brock Lesnar as like face and then decides to speak like why decides to speak Paul Heyman, why'd you betray me? Like I thought you were gonna manage me, and then Paul Heyman's like, oh, I think I'm literally done with you. I think I decide to like manage Roman Reigns now, and then suddenly maybe Brock Lesnar could like literally F5 him and then start attacking him. Like I don't know, but yeah. So basically, most people are saying like Roman Reigns could take the win. And you know what? I think like you're they're basically right because I heard that WWE's plan is to like push Roman Reigns, even though he did return in SummerSlam. So in my prediction, it is gonna be Roman Reigns for the win, and then win the Universal title. All right, so moving on to the next one is Big E versus Sheamus again, but a few weeks ago, like didn't just like Big E just like defeated Sheamus? because I feel like it doesn't make sense. Because how does Biggie have a rematch against Sheamus? Like, just makes no sense. Like after a few weeks, he defeated Sheamus, and then now they're gonna have a rematch against Payback. Like this makes no sense. But I guess like I don't know why like they're letting they're letting like Big E like having a rematch against Sheamus. Like this makes no sense at all. But yeah. So basically, in my prediction, I'll go with Big E for the win. All right, guys. So now we have is Matt Riddle versus King Corbin. And yes, after King Corbin assaulting Matt Riddle and then saying stuff about like his flip flops and also like being in SmackDown, and then suddenly like King Corbin wants Matt Riddle to get out of SmackDown because since he's new, and basically though that finally that we're gonna see like Matt Riddle in Payback for the first time. Like this is literally his first time ever being in the pay per view, and yeah, so basically like some people were saying that maybe Shorty G, aka Chad Gable, could turn on King Corbin, maybe help Matt Riddle for the win. Like I don't know, but it could be possible though. But I might say that I'm gonna go with Matt Riddle for the win because literally thanks to like Shorty G just like betrays King Corbin and decides to like quit King Corbin and decides to like join Matt Riddle again. And and yeah, so gotta go with Matt Riddle. All right, guys. So last but not least is the Ride Squad versus the Iconics again. And yes, guys, we already see like the Ride Squad just like beat Iconics just twice, and then Iconics just like beat them twice. So basically, though, maybe it could be the last. It could be like maybe the score will be like settled today. So basically, this rivalry has been going on for like a few weeks after Iconics we're making fun of Ruby Riot and also like even and also Liv Morgan not being there and telling her like she shouldn't stay home. And then basically though that Liv and Ruby decides to reunite it again and took over the win. And and then Iconics came back again and then took over the win. And then Liv and Ruby just like came back again, took over the win. But this time like a 6-man tag team match, and basically like Bianca Blair just took over the win, and Liv, Ruby, and Bianca won. So basically now like I think like this score is gonna be settled. So I'm pretty sure that the Riot Squad is gonna win and put an end to the Iconics, and yeah, so hopefully like they'll do, but I'm I'm still gonna pick like Ruby and Liv, and yeah, so it's gonna be on the kickoff, but not in the pay per view. So I'm gonna be able to see it, and yeah. So anyways, guys, so that was it for my payback predictions. Let me know your predictions. Like, who do you think is gonna win that payback? And yeah, so if you guys enjoyed the video, like comment down below to see which videos do you want to see next, and subscribe to me for see more videos. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter. Link is gonna be in the description. And yeah, anyways, guys, so I'll see you guys next time. So peace.